All right, welcome back, everyone. In the last video, we created the directory watcher. You check that video out right here if you missed that. And in this video, we're going to set up the scene display to automatically load all the scripts that are in the script list when we press the play button. Let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is actually go to the scripting system.h. Let's go there. That's in our core. Include right here. And that's the scripting system. And we already have a load main script, but we're going to want to make another one, an overload basically, of this one. And we're going to adjust this to take in the save project. We're going to take in a const Scion or save project. It doesn't know what this is, so we're going to forward declare. This is going to be a reference. Might as well put that in now. Reference, and we'll just say copy this. Go here. Actually, we can do it right in here. This can be changed. And we can just say that would be a struct save project. Cool. The reason why I want to use the save project is, let's go check it out. That will be in our core utilities, save project. Save project has the main script path already. Well, it should have it already set up. Project path and all these things. So we can actually make use of this stuff inside the function to help us find and load the script list. Now, what we could do is add the script list to this. So we can just grab it right away. And whenever it would automatically be loaded as soon as the script list display is loaded, but that's fine. We'll leave this as is. All right. And we can make this function. Go control period. And we just want to create the definition. Go to the top and let's make sure we have our save file in here. Core utilities, it's probably right here. And that can just be save project.h. So the first thing I want to do is actually make sure that the main script exists before I do anything, because I want to make sure I can get the parent path so we can find the script list file. Okay, so we want to go std error code ec. Let's actually bring this in. Then I can go if not fs exists of the save dot s main script. Now this does take in a path. All the constructors are looking for a path, so we want to go fs path. Cool. So if not, I want to go Scion error failed load main script. Give the error message. And then we can just return false. Otherwise, we actually want to get the path. And you know what? Since we're already using the path, let's actually grab this here. Grab this and go and put that down. And we'll just say main path. We have the main Lua path. Grab that. Paste that in here instead. Cool. Because we're going to manipulate it anyway, so there's no need to make it twice. Now we want to check to see if the script list exists in that path. So I need to now get the parent path of that. So we want to go fs path, and that's going to be parent path. Then we go main Lua script path dot parent path. Then we want to get the script list path. So fs path script list path equal to parent path. You want to go / script list .lua. And I believe that's what we're calling it. So let's actually just do a quick search to make sure that's the name that we gave it. And yes, that's the name that we gave it, just like that, script list.lua. So basically, that's going to be right in our script path. That's what this is going to give us. Well, it should give us that. Okay. Awesome. And we're also going to want to do the content path because we store the scripts in a list as relative paths. We don't store them as full or absolute paths. We store the scripts as relative paths, but we need to have the whole path to load them into Lua. So we need to get the content path. So there's another path. We can go fs path content path. That is equal to the fs path of the save.s project path. Okay. And then / content. Then we need to check to see if they both exist, both of these paths. Okay. So we want to go if fs exists, script list path, and fs exists content path, then only will we try to load the script list. Okay. We can just say here, try to load script list files. Cool. Now the script list is it's just a Lua file. So what I want to do is create a new Lua state and then load those files into that state. We don't need to have the Lua state that we're using because like if we go up here, so we're passing in this Lua. We don't want to use this one because we don't need to actually load the scripts into that state. We just need to read those scripts. So I need to get the table and access those scripts. Okay. So in here, I want to go Sol state, and we'll just say script Lua or script list Lua, but script Lua makes sense. Then I want to say auto result is equal to script Lua dot safe script file, and that is the script list. Now it should be a list path here, so let's make those changes. List. And then this has to take in a string, so string. So we're getting our result, but I also want to wrap this in a try catch. So let's go like this, that in brackets here, and then go try. Down here, I'm going to go catch. And I'm going to catch a const stole error, reference error. And we'll get to that in a second. Cool. So then I'm going to say if not result dot valid, I'm going to throw an error. So sol error is equal to result, then throw error. Cool. That should be caught. Okay, so previously we created the script list and all of that. And for that, we are also wanting to grab those lists. We've kind of done this already just to list them. So if we go to our script list display or our script display, let's go to that right now in our editor. And we have displays and we have our script display here. And we'll go down wherever we're loading the script list. That's where we're creating it. We're kind of doing something similar here. We're just going in an optional table for script list, blah, 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 all of that. Here, we're basically doing the same thing. And then we're just looping through and adding the scripts. Well, now we want to change this. We want to loop through and run the scripts into our Lua. So we can actually copy all of this. Let's copy that. Okay. And go back to scripting system. And we can paste that in. Okay. So this is our script list. Build to load script list. Sure. False. We know the script list exists. We know the table exists. So we got the script list table. It's all good here. So now we can actually loop through and start loading all of these scripts into the Lua state. So we want to go for const auto reference. Then we can go. We're not going to use the index. So we can just put the underscore here, and then I can say script for each script in our script list. And we need to dereference this in order to use it because it's an optional. Now we need to do the same thing we did above and try to load those scripts. So we want to go try and catch const sol error. reference error. And we'll go Scion error. Failed to load script. Error. We'll just do this here. So we go fs path script path equal to content path, then script dot as std string. Then we want to do the same thing as above. So we'll go auto result equal to lua dot save script file. And that's going to be our script path dot string. Right? Let's take this because that's going to be one of our errors. And then also the error dot what. Oh, it won't know what that is. So we'd have to create this outside. And that's fine. We don't need to do that. What we can do is just grab this here, copy that, and because that path is created in a different scope, it won't know what it is. So we can just copy this and just return false. We don't want to keep loading anything. Actually, we want to return. We want to fail here if that doesn't work. So then we can go if not result dot valid. So error equals error. Then throw error. Awesome. And we can fill this in here. And that's all we really need to do. So what this is going to do, it's going to loop through all the scripts that are in the script list and load them into our Lua state. Pretty straightforward. And then right here, we can just do our final error. Scion error loading script .lua. And then give the error. And then just return false. All right. Pretty straightforward, right? Say there is no script list and it doesn't go in here. So if there's no script list and there is no content path, well, either one, then it's just going to load the main Lua script. And we already have a function for that. So what we can do is just say load main script. And that is just save.s main Lua script registry that we already have passed in and Lua. Awesome. So that is it for that function. So now we can go to our scene display and actually try to use this one instead. So let's go there now. That's in here. We go to the scene display.cpp. And down where we're loading the main Lua script, so we can go Control F, load main Lua script, or main script, or just look for it. Like, we seem to not be able to find it. So down here, right here, load main script. Not sure why I couldn't find that. See, we're already getting the save project here, and then we're just getting the script from it. So what we can do is, all we have to do now actually is grab this here and change this. This needs to be dereferenced. Good to go. Should be good to go. All right, so let's actually give this a simple build and see if it works. So we'll run it. Okay, so compiled, no issues. That's great. Let's open a project, and I'm already messing around with a project right now. Or actually, you know what? We'll create a new project for this. Let's go to new project, and I'm just going to put it right there. Sure, that works. And we'll just say script list tester, and we'll just create it. I'm going to copy this so I know where to go later. Okay, and create. So we have this, but those errors don't really matter at the moment. We can just clear those. That's fine. So we don't have any scripts right now. We don't have anything going on. So the first thing, let's actually just create a scene. So just go to our scenes and add scene. This is just going to be scene 1. Okay, there's scene 1. And let's go to our tile map editor. Let's just load it in. And let's create another scene. Add scene. Scene 2. Cool. So we have 2 scenes. Load it because this will automatically save the scenes for us. We're not doing anything anyway, but I also want to save the project. Okay, so we have both of our scenes. Great. So let's go into our content browser, go to our scripts, and we have our script list, but we don't have any scripts. So now we need to do some testing here. So what I want to do here, we want to make a new file. I'm just going to make this here a Lua object, create a new, just a Lua file, just a regular file. And this is just going to be, we'll say util, the T's, and it'll give it to the .lua extension on its own. Hit enter. Cool. So we have our utilities file. So let's open this up. So we have our utilities.lua file, and all I want to do is just create a little function. So let's go function, and then this is just going to be key pressed hello. There's no reason for this function. It's just for testing. Then I want to say if key board dot just pressed or key enter, then end. I just want to say S2D log ran from script. That's it. Just something that I can see. Cool. So we save that. So we know we have something, right? And that's our key press hello. Okay. So if we go back to the engine here, or the editor, sorry, and open up our main.lua, there's nothing in it, which is fine. This is generated for you when you first create the project. And what did we call that here? We called that the key press hello. So let's just grab this and put it in here, paste, and then go back to our engine. It should already know in the script list. Bang, it's right here. So that was added. Our directory watcher is seeing that. It knows it's there. So what I want to do is go regenerate script list. Cool. Let's just check out our script list. Bang, it's got our utilities. It's there. It's in scripts. Perfect. So go back into the editor and we go into our scene. And then I just want to go to the logs because this is saying that it's adding and changing stuff. It is because every time we save it, it's we could probably remove that log, but every time we save it, it's going to ask us to update the registry, even though we didn't actually change the file, but it's looking for different write times and other things as well. So we can just clear this for now because I need that clear to see if my key button is pressed. So let's hit the play. Okay, so we got an error. So script list table is missing. That's good. This is kind of what we wanted to see. So it failed to load the main Lua script. Cool. So it's saying that it's missing the script list table. So let's check out that file that we were looking at here. Right here. It's not. It's right here. Script list. Maybe I spelt that wrong, but I doubt it. Script because we copied and pasted it. So it should have saw that. So let's go into our code here. And we'll just put a breakpoint right here and walk through. I have it in debug, so we're not going to lose anything in release. Go back here and go back to our logs, 0 logs, and run it. Should stop right there. Okay, so we're just going to walk through this and see if we can find the error. Go through. So our main path, let's see what that is. It's a big path there, but that is correct. Parent path is scripts, which it would be correct. So the script list path would be the scripts script list Lua. So let's go back to our editor real quick. Well, we can't while we're in debug, but that's exactly where it is. Okay. So going. So it exists. It knows it exists. And so the result is valid. Script list Lua. Ah, you guys see that there? That's my bug. This should actually be the script Lua. because we copy and pasted that, that's the problem. Sometimes copy and pasting is a pain, but good thing we got the debugger so we can automatically figure this out. So let's actually just finish running this and we'll come back and fix that. Cool. So we'll actually just close this down. Put this here. And do we have any more mistakes like that? No. That should be good. Okay, so let's run this again. Okay, so we're just going to open a project. It should take us right to go do here. And I have a bunch of different test projects, but this is the one right here, the script list tester. Go there, go in here, load this, load project. Cool, loaded all our stuff. Let's get rid of that. Let's check our assets. It loaded our scenes. It did. Scene 1, scene 2. Okay, so it has our utilities that knows it's there, and we can just drag in our first scene, and it makes no difference. And now all I want to do is go to my scene, go back to my logs, and this should be a warning because it's just trying to say, hey, you have no objects or tiles for this scene. It shouldn't matter, but that's a warning or an error that you could remove. Maybe just an info like, hey, there's nothing here, and run it. So we actually don't need to do this anymore. Get rid of that breakpoint because I figured out what the problem was. Cool. But we got other issues, which is great. Look at this. So right here, it's saying blah, blah, blah. Attempt to call. Just press. Right. So in my other version of this engine, I use just press like this, but in this version, it's spelt differently. So let's actually go here. Let's clear this and open up the content browser. Go to my scripts, go to my utilities.lua. So basically, it's telling you that it loaded that for us. So we already had these open, so we can open utilities. This should actually be just press. Now I'm going to go and change those to the camel case, but this should work now. So it's been changed. We go back into our editor here and run it. No errors. Great. So let's hit enter. Ran from script. Look at that. So now what's happening is we don't have to use if we go over here and our main, previously, if we wanted to have a script run for us, we had to do it here. We'd have to go S2D, S2D, run script, and you'd have to do it all here. But now the engine or the editor does it for us. And that's going to be the same thing when we actually create the runtime. We're going to need that script list when we're actually packaging up the game. It's going to find the files for us. There's going to be nothing manual, right? Everything will be done for us. And we can just say, hey, run this. It will package everything up for us, okay? So there's no more manual typing in here. And that's it. So that's all we need to run the scripts in our editor. So it'll automatically run them for us, and that is great. Cool. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to actually add the packager display, and it's going to be just another display like this where we can have different options for what we want to package and how we want to package. I know there's lots of stuff that we're still going to need, but I'd rather just have the display so we can press buttons that we make to test out each individual thing that we're going to need. So we're going to quickly create the package display. Then after that, we're going to create the script compiler. And that's going to take all of our Lua scripts and compile them into LUAC for us, okay? And that's the goal for, now we're not doing the compiling. We got to have the LUAC compiler, but we'll go over that in the videos to come. Okay, that's it. Please like and subscribe. Also, make sure to check out the GitHub repo because there's been lots of pretty cool changes that we've been adding in. If we go back to the code here, something was brought to my attention that we just go to the batcher. We have our batcher class and rendering, include batcher. That would be the essentials, core batcher here. So we only had a number of max sprites, and we're only buffering enough to handle that. So if say it went over that, it would not display anything. So say you have over 10,000 sprites, anything over that value or that buffered value will not be displayed. So what we did was we made some changes here. Well, I ended up making these changes. I was able to create this flush, and this is just another template function here. And what it does is it just takes in a different vertex because there could be different vertex. So you have your sprite vertex or your circle, like different vertex that we have created. And we're also taking in these things because they're all the same. So up here where we say number of sprites, we should change this to number of objects and stuff like that. And if we go down to the bottom where we have the flush, all the flush does is it will do all the binding and then it'll call the render for us. It handles everything that's 10,000. Then it clears everything from where it is and will get ready for the next batch. And this, we only call the flush if our current objects is 10,000. Okay. So let's go and I'll show you right here. We have our batch renderer, one of them, and then we go over here. And if we look at the generate batches, so it's generating the batches and we have our current object. So we're incrementing the object. Down here, it's checking, are we over the max sprites? Are we equal to max sprites? If it is, it flushes the vertices. And what this will do is it will clear everything necessary and then allow us to continue to draw. So there is no more cap. So you can have over 10,000 if you want. And we did a test for that. And I'll run that test right now, actually. So we go here, open projects. So I have a bunch of projects here. And I believe it's, I just copy them for testing. And we'll just open this one here. Open this. Cool. Clear this. So then I can go to my assets and then scenes. And then I called this the big scene. And this is in debug, so there's no optimization, so it's going to be pretty slow, but it'll still handle what we're doing. So we load the big scene. Cool. So look at this. So I can barely move it because it's slow, but look at all these are being rendered. And I did a calculation. I ended up having like 26,000 on the screen. In debug, it's pretty laggy, but it's rendering everything that we need. So let's just add more. Go to tile set, choose a tile set, doesn't matter. Grab this one and bring it here. Drag, and it should add those all in. Yeah, it's very slow. Like it's slow when it's in debug. Debug does a lot. But what we can do is just stop it. We're not saving anything. So just stop that. Change this to be release. Yeah, so your testing should all be done in debug and stuff so you can find different things. But when you're actually wanting to see the functionality, you should be doing it in release. Run. All right, so that's in release. Let's go to open. Let's just open this ISO test project. Cool. So that's loaded. Clear this. Tile map editor. Load the big scene. Cool. So we have a lot of tiles here. Like I made this huge. How big did I make the canvas? The canvas, yeah, 5,000 by 5,000 tiles. So it's massive. And so it goes on forever, right? Well, not forever, but for a long time. And we can still do our scrolling in. And what I want to do now is actually just place a bunch. Cave. Paste. So see that all pasted in. What we could do for test is you just go back to your tile details and just go add layer. Now the add layer is broken. I have to fix that. Sure. Layer 1. And we'll make another layer. This. Sure. Add layer. I don't know what happened to the add layer. So that's a bug I'm gonna have to fix. But when I click the add button, it's not doing the correct checks. But what I want to do now is just keep adding a bunch of layers. It's just blue, so it's not showing anything. But if you notice, it's rendering it all. It's not slowing down. It's still doing its thing. That's great. So right here, we have all this. That's actually a whole bunch of stuff. Let's do one more big old layer. Cool. So it's got everything there. You can't see it, but it is. So let's take a look now here and just see how many sprites we're actually doing. I'm just going to stop it right here. Bang. So the number of glyphs, there's 4,052 glyphs. That's what it sees right now. So let's keep going. Play. And let's make another layer. And another layer. Here, let's change this. This. Cool. Go back and another layer. Did we pick that layer? We did. Top. No rhyme or reason. It's just testing. So we got all this stuff here that is rendering right now, all in one scene. And let's go check to see how many sprites that is. Go back here. Stop it. Cool. 12,000. So we're over the number. It's not slowing down. It's not capping any off. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay. So that's it, guys. I do make a lot of changes. So we get issues on the repo and then people let me know through the Discord channel. Make sure you check out the Discord channel as well. Lots of good things are going on there. People are bringing up issues and we're working over issues together. Okay. Make sure you check those out, like and subscribe. And that's it for this video. Take it easy.